it's like to be in love. Hey, tell me what it's like to feel protected when you hug. I've been feeling like I'm stuck. I'm so stubborn when it come to feelings. Do I love or do I lust and just enjoy the feeling? Trust me, it's a difference. See, I'm always gonna protect my heart. But when this love is no protection, can't just give them parts. You give your all, and if you don't, then you just make it hard. But when this lust, forget the problems, just come get me hard. This how we leave our women scarred. The lust create a soul tie.
WOVU-LP Cleveland.
Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby. Yeah. Nothing on you.
Nothing on you, baby. Come with it. Come with it.
Bang. Bang. Bang.
Okay. All right.
C-Town, what's happening?
What's good?
What it do?
Cleveland.
You got these folks in the house once
Yes,
again.
yes.
216.
Live on these airways.
330.
Yeah.
440.
You know what it is. It's that time of the day. We
Yes,
call
it
it the
is.
best time of the hour. Y'all always join us, and we do appreciate that. As a matter of fact, we're going to give y'all some love right here. We appreciate that.
You hitting the bell?
know
You
what I'm
gonna go ahead and
saying?
just do it like that?
Yeah, that's for them.
That's
for them.
Okay. I
Hey,
can deal
Law,
with it.
check it out. Uncut and uncensored. You dig?
We did. We did. We're digging.
Good. So, this is 95.9 FM, just in case, you're going through the city and, you heard our lovely voices and didn't know where you were at. It's 95.9 FM, WOVU. And we in the house. I'm your man, D Boogie. It's Uncut Uncensored. We'll give you how to finds in a little bit, but I just want to go ahead and get into this topic because we got a lot of stuff going on today.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Welcome back, Kay.
Well, it's good to be back.
Is it? I probably shouldn't put all that on the air, right?
Well, I'll put a little bit. I was gone for a little bit. Have a little vacation. Me and a friend of mine.
You look very happy. Very. Emphasis on the very.
Suffice to say, we had a good time.
Would be an understatement.
This would be an understatement. We had a good time.
Y'all had a great time.
Good, greatest.
A lot of
goodest
greatest.
time.
A lot of connecting and reconnecting.
You know what? It was really connected.
Literally and figuratively speaking.
It was literally
That's right,
really
that's
connected. But we had a good time, but I'm glad to be back.
We missed you.
In the city. I was out there. We had a good time, but I'm glad to be back and we jump on some things here. Had to get back to work.
I like that hat, man. That's
I
cool.
know, it is
That is
nice.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
you got this
nice.
whole little red and blue thing going on.
This is a shout out to
Like
my anime friends. All the people watching anime know what this hat means, but all us anime nerds.
Yeah, I don't watch anime. I don't really know
all us nerds who
nice.
watching cartoons since we was a kid. We still grown, still watching them.
Well, hey, look, whatever works for you.
Yeah, I watch it with my kids now. That's the crazy part. Like I sit down with the kids and they watch.
So they enjoy it.
Yeah, they're all right.
Wow.
And I'm still a big kid at heart, so I'm like, let's watch them.
Yeah, my bonus child loves anime. Loves it. She be talking about she going on anime diets and everything. I don't get it, but it works for her.
Hey.
All right. Well, so also, we didn't do our how to find. So let me drop that.
Oh, we sure did not.
Yeah, you went right on past that.
Just blew past that.
You did. It's all good. Well, listen, y'all. It's Tasha, right? Okay. Y'all can find me on IG at Tosh_empowers. Also, y'all can catch the show on YouTube. Hopefully, within the next 2 weeks. That is the goal. I know we've been saying it a lot, but it's finally getting ready to happen, okay? It's going to be Uncut After Dark, and it's going to be real juicy, y'all. We're going to be talking about a lot of topics that we can't talk about on syndicated radio. And we're going to be talking about a lot of...
We talk about them. We talk about
Well, we're not going to have to skip or dance around.
Yeah, we just
We
have to
skirting
dance
around.
around.
Oh,
We
it won't be
skirting
no
around
dancing. It won't be no
subject.
skirting. So if you have some questions and some situations, we are not leaving anything untouched because guess what? It's uncut. That is coming within 2 weeks. That is the goal, people. 2 weeks. So stay tuned. Make sure y'all are following the show on YouTube. That's Relationship Talk, Uncut, Uncensored, and it's going down. I'm going to swing the mic over here to co-host Kane so he can tell the people how to find him.
If you looking for me, You can find me. One good spot is IG. I am at Kane_creates, KANE_creates, because I believe this in my soul. You create what you want to create out of your own life, ladies, gentlemen, brothers, and sisters. So Kane_creates. Hey, let's create what we want out of life. All right?
All right. And we sending a special shout out to Tenda. Tenda, we missing you, girl. But I know, I know you are here in spirit, and I'm gonna hold it down for you. And listen, if y'all looking for her, I'm gonna just go ahead and put her out there. Y'all can find her at Tender10. Okay, drop her a DM. Maybe you might get a response. Slide in, fellas. Listen, cuffing season, from my understanding, is here. It's here. Scouting is in, and hey, shoot your shot, make your tryouts, and that's Tender10. That's on IG.
Well, you know what? I got a little something here that was sent to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep the
the name.
sender unanimous. Is that unanimous? Anonymous.
It's okay. Where the bell at?
So this is cuffing season. It's a schedule.
Right.
So between the 1st of August and August 31st, it's scouting season. We're scouting. Right now, it appears that we are in phase 2, which is the drafting. That's between September 1st and September 30th. So, beyond scouting, now we're drafting to see, how these, who we're going to have come in for tryouts.
Okay.
And tryouts are between October 1st and October 31st. Preseason starts November 1st through the 30th of November. That's preseason. Then cutting season.
So that's when you get to kind of like try out. I mean, not really try out, but it's like, okay, let me see what you got.
Yeah.
You didn't make the team yet, but this is
close.
the pre. You close. You almost there.
Close.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You can't drop the ball now, though.
You
can't drop the ball.
Can't drop that ball. Don't fumble.
You in play.
Okay.
You in play. And then, so the actual cuffing season.
The ones that made the team.
Okay. Per this is from December the 1st to January 15th. That's about six weeks of chillness.
Intense.
Intense cuddling.
Yeah.
Intense cuddling.
So it's pretty much the regular season.
Is it?
Yeah. Now, January 16th through February 13th.
Huh. What happens then?
That's the playoffs. So, it's getting,
so that's when they get turned up.
That's when you get turned up.
Intense.
Everybody don't make the playoffs.
No, everyone does not.
So what's the difference between actually making the team and going into the playoffs?
Okay, so there's a regular season.
Okay.
And the regular season, during the regular season, everybody gets run. Everybody get an opportunity.
Everybody gets run. Are we gonna really use that word?
Run, yeah.
Get run. Where the bell at?
No, that's a hooping term.
So everybody get to get ran through, huh? Okay,
No,
I got it.
No,
you
don't.
Basketball term.
You don't have it. You don't have it.
I got it.
Everybody get a run. Does that mean they get playing time? They can play.
Everybody get to get ran through. Go ahead. I got it.
No, that's not what.
That's not what that.
That's not what that is.
I think my take sounds better.
Your take.
I'm
sounds
just
like
calling it
you
what
trying
it
to
is.
go after dark
Okay,
already.
so-
I mean, listen, they all get a shot. Listen, don't worry, ladies. I'm sorry, and gentlemen, you all will get a chance to be.
Absolutely. That's what that is.
In high school, we called it open gym.
It'd be open, all right. Go ahead. So play.
So then the playoffs actually occur from January 16th through February 13th. So that's when everybody's not getting run. Only the
Elite.
elites.
The elites.
Yeah,
elite.
you had to
The
get
best of
your
the
work in
best.
during the
Best
season.
of best.
Wow.
And if you didn't make the playoffs, then it ain't like you could come out and just try to get on the team or try to whatever.
Nah,
But what if they
jump
went
in.
and tightened up their game?
A little late.
Who?
You said next
It's
year.
always next year.
Always next year.
Always next year.
Well, Third Eye Productions, Rafiq said there's always next year. Kind of sort of like the Browns,
And then when are they going to address what you're saying there?
Ooh.
And then finally, February 14th, it's the championship game.
Wow.
And we know what February 14th is, Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's the schedule.
Yeah,
So that means that you have made it through all of. That's a lot of work.
it's a lot of work.
Who the heck wanna go through all
it's a
that?
short period of time.
Short period though. You just gotta.
You know.
The season seemed long, but time flies on you. Just look up and you there.
So I'm sorry. Before we jump into that, this isn't our topic, people. But you know what? This is really interesting because the seasons are changing, and we're definitely in the middle of cuffing season, and so D Boogie, did we run through? So the championship, that's it right there, right?
Well, yeah, that's the championship game. So that's who's going to win through the cuffing season. Now, one thing is this. The schedule is subject to change.
Is it?
Yes, and it's based upon feelings. So there you go. You have it.
We will do a recap for those of you who had a hard time keeping up and you want to know where you are, with maybe your cuffy or cuffer. Maybe you're trying to figure out.
Have you been cuffed?
Have you been cuffed? Are you going to get cuffed?
You see.
We're going to run back through the schedule, and then we're going to have the fellas. Because I think, I think women tend to be a little bit more confused than men. Because, and this may sound real, biased or whatever. But I don't think men care. They just want to be able to get in the game every now and again. They ain't even got to play the whole time.
Hey, listen. You're absolutely right.
Y'all ain't even got to start. You like, listen, I'll come off the bench. Just let me get in.
Hey, listen.
Literally,
who
ladies.
Need to start. I just need some playing time.
Only 8 minutes. That's all.
If that.
Need some playing time. That's all.
I think women are the ones who, we're the ones because, like you said, it's dependent upon feelings, and, women be wanting to like secure the bag, but not the bag, but the bag. Well, they want to secure that bag too, but you understand what I'm saying.
We understand.
We overdid.
Yes. So ladies, if you are in this process, and you are trying to win what you deem to be the prize, we're going to have the fellas break that down on what separates you from the rest of the lineup, if you will.
What separates them?
It's some women out there and they might want to know, okay, they coming with their A game, they making sure that they showing up on practices, they coming early, they staying late, they making sure they being a team player, they doing everything.
Well, first of all, I think and I appreciate that statement, and I appreciate those ladies that come early, stay late, and they doing everything they can do to make the team. That's very much appreciated.
Is it?
However, that's the standard. That's the standard to even just to make it. Just to be in the arena, to be on the field.
Wow.
Those are standard things.
So basically what you're saying is they ain't doing nothing spectacular.
They're not doing anything different than the next person is different.
Ooh, wow. This was not our topic, but you know what? We're here now.
So with them, they're not doing anything different. I think one of the things that make a person stand out is how you act while you're on the field and or while you're off the field while it's not your turn to receive the rock.
Okay.
So how do you act? Are you a team player?
Now break down team player for the ladies. Do they need to be, when you say a team player, because we live in a time where,
as long as you understand what the rules are that you are being engaged in, that makes you, if you understand the rules and you decide to play by the rules, that makes you a team player. Now, whatever those rules are, it's what is set forth between two people. So if you can continue to abide by them. Abide by them.
Ladies, I have a problem with the whole abide.
I know you. Listen,
I do.
this is not something that one person discussed and saying how it is. This is
it's a back and forth.
This is back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I want to interject, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all don't have a clear set of what the rules are, if you just making assumptions, see, that's how you end up playing the wrong game and get cut.
Ooh.
Because
straight like that?
Yeah, because what happens is a lot of times, and I was talking to a close friend of mine that people want to play. You want to play one game, but the other person, they don't know that's the game you playing. They don't know that's the game you playing, and you playing by this other set of rules, and they think I thought we was playing Parcheesi, and you over there playing Go Fish, and like that ain't that's not even what so now the rules don't match. And so now I'm doing one thing and you think I'm doing another thing. And like now I told my friend, like, listen, it's best to be honest about the game you playing. Just tell them the rules.
Yeah.
Just be flat out like, hey, this is the rules to our game. Do you want to participate?
Yeah, but who's doing that? I mean, for the most part, I want to say women do trickery, but you know what? Fellas out here doing some trickery too.
Well, I agree with you. Both are. I mean,
These women better at it.
That is true. I will.
I mean, so both are. So what we're saying is, if you understand what we are doing, the people or the person that understands it the best is normally the person that makes it to the championship.
Or maybe it's the one that the one that stuck around through all the BS. That's a possibility too, right?
It's a possibility, but if she stuck around, or if he sticks around, then of course that person went through a lot. They had to accept a lot in order to do that.
Ladies, I'm sorry. I don't even know how we got here, but we're here, and it's interesting because, there are a lot of women, mainly, as D Boogie like to say, it ain't no dudes lining up to be in no committed relationship.
I don't think guys lining up for that.
Yeah.
Now, people say they got a lot of people lining up, but they ain't lying for something else. Dudes ain't lining up like that. But don't get me wrong. Guys would love to have a committed relationship. I believe over 90% of men
Really?
would like to have a committed relationship. Yes.
Over 90%?
I would say that. If not, I can't say it's 100, so I'm just going to give it over 90.
What's the percent? Fellas, chime in. Drop it in the DMs. That's on IG at uncut.uncensored, because D Boogie says he believes that over 90% of men want to be in a committed relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what the heck is the problem, ladies? I'm asking the question for y'all.
Y'all the problem. We'll be right back. We're going to take a break.
Oh, seriously? You going to go to break on that?
I'm going to break on that.
You know what?
Y'all,
don't worry, ladies. I got it.
All right. We appreciate it. This is 95.9 FM, WOVU, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't.
WOVU listeners, Ward 5 Councilman Richard Starr and the Cuyahoga County Office of Reentry is hosting an expungement clinic and job fair tomorrow, September 14th at 1 p.m. at the Word Church downtown, 2399 East 55th Street. Find out if you can get your record cleaned up and get a job. Employers in transportation, construction, healthcare, manufacturing, and hospitality will be on site looking to help give you a second chance to get a leg up in life. Tomorrow, September 14th at 1 p.m. at the Word Church downtown. For more information, visit the WOVU 95.9 FM Facebook page or call 216-664-2309.
Yeah, we're back. How y'all doing out there? Man, I gotta check that out, man. That concert.
I know it sounds like it's going to be real nice.
Yeah, man.
It sounds like we're going to have our very own Eric Nolan.
Yeah, anyhow.
The Eric Nolan Show.
Yeah, it sounds like that would be real smooth.
Oh, yeah, we gotta check that out, y'all. We'll see if I can get in contact with Jay.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure it won't be hard.
Get us some tickets up in that joint.
I'm sure he has them ready for us.
I'm quite sure. I'm talking about free.
Well, now that part I don't know. I don't know about that.
All right, well that's cool. All right, so when we left the show earlier before the break, I had made a statement.
You most certainly did.
So we were talking about, for those who are just tuning in, we're talking about the rules and engagements through cuffing season. And
that's it right there. The rules of engagement through cuffing season.
That's okay.
There you go.
So that's what we're talking about, and the conversation is just, even though we're up under this umbrella, is moving along in a few different places. So before we went to break, I stated I think about 90% of the men
He almost got you. I got it.
90% of the men.
I hit the bell, ladies. I got it.
We knew what he had meant to it. Leave him alone.
Okay.
Y'all
No
gonna get me all the time. are committed to being committed. They want to be committed. Now,
I'll roll with that.
Yeah,
I'll roll with that.
yeah.
I bet you would.
Come a little closer, Rafiq. What you think about that? You could jump in that mic.
Yeah, I place it around 90%.
About 90.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the confusion is like, well, why ain't all these bros running down the aisle? That's what your face is telling me right
Yeah, why
now.
aren't y'all running down the aisle instead of running through the community?
So
Yeah.
this
So-
you know why? Oh, go ahead.
You know, I would like for you to respond, but my response was because of them. All right, now.
The reason why it appears and is so that bros are, as you say, running through the community
Y'all are, but go ahead.
because they're allowed to.
Ooh!
It's that simple.
Wow.
They're allowed to. So
Wow.
so they do. So I know.
Well,
If I know a young gentleman right now, I'm not gonna put his business out there.
please don't.
But he's a good friend of mine, and he is desperately. I don't want to say desperately. He is seeking a committed relationship. He
Is he?
wants a single. He just wants. I want one.
However,
However, what he's running up against is that the ones he's talking to are willing to give up so much in the beginning just to try to get him. And he's like, no, I'm not even, I'm just trying to build something between me and you so we can find out what can be long term. But they're willing to give up, give up early, instead of try to secure him. Because the problem is, and this is where I think a big, huge, gargantuan problem is, and women teach your daughters, fathers teach your young ladies, teach these princesses, you have more than one thing that's of value to a man. And if you think that's the most valuable thing that you have is
Absolutely.
that, then you go, I'm just give you a secret and give a secret, little young ladies, y'all all got one.
exactly.
And I don't know if somebody told you yours was special.
Well, it is special. You gonna laugh like that, D-Boogie? Zoom in on him. Zoom in on him.
But it loses its speciality as the frequency it is given away.
Ooh.
Tabernacle. Preach.
Free
It
candy
loses-
it loses its speciality as the frequency it is given away. It does. It is. That's what happens.
Kind of like a new car. The moment you drive it off the lot, it depreciates.
Yeah. That's why you don't tell them your car is an Uber vehicle. That's what people out.
So basically, you
And they done flooded the market with it.
ooh. So basically, you seeing women out here like Ubers.
You push a button, one shows up.
Woo. Okay, ladies. Listen. Okay, let's look. Okay, I got it, ladies. I'm gonna take it from here. I'm gonna let the brothers chime in. But in their defense, it ain't really too many lies being told there. However, we have this extensive cuffing season rules of what they need to do, and a lot of women really feel like they are competing. You gotta what's the process again? You gotta audition, then you gotta try out, or then you gotta be scouted. And then once you get scouted, you gotta be vetted.
Let me give it to you. So you got scouting first.
So scouting.
I'll send it to you. Okay, you want me to send it to your phone? Or
Please do.
Okay, but you have scouting, drafting, tryouts, preseason, the actual season, which is cuffing season.
See,
Then you have playoffs, and then of course you have the championship.
and that's too much. So, ladies, listen. Here's what I say. That's a lot. And really, who benefits throughout all of that whole process is the brothers. Because, like I said, and D-Boogie agreed, they don't care if they make it as the number one pick. They just want to play, literally. Just pull them off the bench every now and again. They don't even need a whole lot of minutes. They cool with 60 seconds, 2 minutes. They just need to get in and get out because they on to the next. So the only one that really benefit from this long laundry list of scouting, drafting, tryouts, and all this other garbage that's being done.
Why you got to call it garbage?
Because that's what I'm going to call it. So ladies, here's what I say.
It leads to marriage though sometimes. So how is it garbage?
How often does it lead to marriage?
Most people that get married, they started.
You gotta start somewhere. you gotta get start somewhere.
Well, ladies, I say okay. So we got Rafiq chiming in here. He's with this whole scouting process, drafting. You know, why wouldn't he be? He's a man.
It's a metaphor. It's all a metaphor for.
Oh, it's a metaphor, really. I think it's pretty literal because this is really what's happening. This is real life. This is not a metaphor. This is really taking place here.
And this isn't something that was made up by a man. If you have to know, a woman sent it to me.
Well, I'm pretty sure a woman sent it, but I'm sure it came from a man.
Oh,
because
no.
who else would make up all this? You know, scouting, drafting, and you know, and then ladies, the thing is, if you leave out some of the things that takes place in the drafting or scouting process, he ain't gonna be mad because guess what? It ain't no deficit because it's a whole lineup of ladies that's willing.
Absolutely,
see?
Especially this time of year.
See, so ladies, here's what I say.
It's coming that season.
So ladies, here's what I say. Do listen. Number one, you cannot buy into this whole scouting, cuffing season, you know, thing. You cannot. Okay? You have to be secure in who you are and what you bring to the relationship, if there is going to be a relationship. And more importantly, you have to have your own rules and your own standards and your own boundaries and your own requirements, because guess what? You need to be scouting too. See, that's the problem that a lot of women don't do.
Well, listen, here's what you're not
Go ahead.
accepting.
Oh, I'm not accepting.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is not just something that a man does. Mm-hmm. This is what happens this time of year. Women are doing the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. I think a woman's season may just be a little bit shorter than a male's. Mm-hmm. But you guys are doing the same thing.
And I agree with that, but here's the problem. The problem is women allow the championship far too soon without going through all of those steps. You know, you take for a woman 3-4 days, I think he'd have won. Where a man 3-4 days, he trying to remember your name.
It ain't that.
No,
it ain't that.
Okay.
It ain't that at all. But you may have a point.
I'm pretty sure I do.
That, you know, y'all want to get to the finish line early without running a race. And then once you get to the finish line, you sit up and say, man, this championship was in the B League or the D League, not the major leagues.
It
because
wasn't even in the league.
Because you're moving too fast.
I agree.
So you know, at least we have a design schedule. You know how y'all look for a schedule for something to occur. Right. What are we doing now? I mean, how long is it going to take for him to get there?
Yeah.
At least during this time of the year. And that's the important thing here, ladies. There is a schedule.
Right.
Now, if you find that when it comes in October and the guy is not speaking to you anymore,
you didn't make the
you was cut. You know, but if you make it through, and you know, especially if you make it to Valentine's Day,
that's a telltale, huh?
Oh, you won. You won.
You got 2 big dinners coming up.
2 big dinners.
Yeah, Thanksgiving and Christmas.
But wait a minute. If you just met them in October, they
not
shouldn't
if
be coming.
Just met you in October.
Yeah, they should.
If we've had some preliminary things going through the summer months,
that wouldn't be cuffing.
No, but it's preliminary. You was getting in shape for the season. So you was getting in shape for the season.
You got to get ready.
You got to get ready.
Okay.
There is no off season. That's what my coach told me. There is no off season, son. This what you need to do during off season workouts.
Wow.
Every player played when you left. You got an off season workout program.
So they constantly working out.
Got to be on top of your game.
You know, ladies follow that pretty well. They're
traveling.
They follow it well. They go down to
brothers
Miami. You know, they go down to Miami and, you know, get whatever they be getting.
Get Nick tucked in.
Yeah, you know, and during off season.
So when they come back, they're ready to go. But I really believe, and this is another thing, we talked about this a couple shows ago, is that, listen, you have to, and this is where I think it gets where the plethora of availability becomes into play. If you are not a first round draft pick, if you are second, third, fourth, fifth round, and there's nothing wrong with being a fifth round. Nothing wrong with it.
Oh, you really?
No. This is why I say that.
Okay.
Because
that's what the European League for, right?
Oh.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Wow.
But the problem is, you want a first round draft pick. You want a first round. You want to be on a first round team. You want to be on a championship team, and you aren't that championship material yet. Maybe. So what happens is the championship level teams, they got all these people trying out to get on their team, trying out, and they willing to do anything to get on the team.
Right.
Yay.
And so they doing all this in the third, and you was about to never make that team because you just didn't have the talent level. You weren't there yet. Now, I always tell this to everybody. Never settle for where you are. Try to improve yourself. Try to do everything you can mentally, spiritually, physically to be a better person every day. You might not be exactly where you want to be today, but that's why I literally just said my IG page is Kane Creates, because you create that destiny. Because sometimes people, and this is the problem with, I think, being unrealistic. You see that first round draft pick and you go over there thinking like, okay, da-da-da-da-da, but you ain't got all, I ain't got this together, I ain't got that, and this is a little deficit here, and I'm working on this, and I'm working on that, but you trying to get something that's kind of out your league at this point. It's kind of out your league. And sometimes you should maybe either do one of two things, lower your expectations, or take a season off.
So let me
Minors for a little bit.
Playing the minors.
playing the minors.
Playing the minor leagues.
Y'all have said a mouthful. Lord have mercy. So let me listen. Let me ask y'all this. Woo. Okay. First part is this. So here's what I think. Men, because y'all are greedy. Okay. And until
No, we're not going to okay that, but go ahead.
you don't have to. I'm saying okay to what I'm saying. And I'm and
You
Tinder
trying to
saying
convince-
okay with
you're
me.
trying
in
to convince
spirit.
yourself. But go ahead.
Everybody know, men, y'all are greedy, okay? Until you reach a level of maturity. I'm not going to even put an age on that because we don't know what that age is for men when y'all get mature and you realize you don't need them all.
19 and a half.
Lies. All lies.
That's when I realized.
Okay.
And more importantly, you realize you don't want them all.
Man.
You're a rare breed. And even if you do realize you don't want them all, when it comes to you, you haven't matured enough to turn them all down. So you still try to take them all anyway.
Oh, that part.
Exactly. So until you reach a level of maturity and you like, you know what? I don't want them all, even if they all come. I'm mature enough to let them all go. So back to my point. So what happens is, because you got some fifth round people, coming at you, and you got some first round people and some second round and some third round, you entertain the fifth rounders. So now
That's facts. That's
yeah. So now y'all have taken their confidence from the bottom to the top. So, and if you are a first round draft type of person and they done bagged you, literally, I said that, they like, well, shoot, I'm that one. So now you done took somebody who, as Rafiq said, should be over in the European League. And that now y'all got them thinking that they can be in the NBA.
But we didn't all see underdog stories. What about Rudy?
See, now you got a whole problem on your hand. And so now what happens with men? And tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. Now your fifth, sixth round person, confidence is through the roof. They ain't got no business wearing what they wearing, saying what they saying, doing what they doing. But y'all done made them feel like they can fly. You done ran your first rounders away.
I was wondering how that happened.
Because your first rounders got options, okay? And they
Exactly.
Exactly. And they not putting up with this nonsense.
Exactly.
Your first round and your second round draft people got options. So now you done let your 5th to 6th rounder run them all away. And now you tired. And so y'all end up with the 5th to 6th round person. You know the song, if you can't love the one you want, you just better love the one you with. And there you have it, ladies. So to my first round and second round draft pick women out there, and not just on the physical level, okay? You got your mind right. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
You know, it
Tasha.
just ain't your spirit. I mean, it just ain't your
It
body.
ain't just your body.
You know, your mind is right, your spirit is right, your personality is right, your attitude is right, and then you look good. That's just the icing on the cake. Ladies, listen, don't settle. Yeah, the fellas are quiet now on that note because they've lost some first round draft people, and now they stuck
No,
with
the first.
them 5th round, 6th round that don't nobody want.
Coach, you can put together a squad that can take down.
If you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig.
We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back. You're listening to Uncut Uncensored 95.9
Oink, oink.
FM. We'll be right back.
Come on, Oink. Let's go.
Work in the walls, I got blocked off. Work in the walls, I got blocked off. Work in the walls, I got blocked off.
Yeah, we're back, y'all. We're back. 95.9 FM. WOV. I'm going to bring these guys in. They have an offline conversation. I mean, it's good. Let's go ahead, guys. You keep on talking.
Yeah, you
Had a
gotta know
great
your strengths
conversation on
And
the
if
break
you-
there. So
if you know, but my
glad y'all
strength
with us
is
today.
My personality.
You better shine.
You better keep that. You gotta keep that humming.
So when we went to break, guys, before we went to break, we had a conversation going on. I wanted to talk about the conversation during the break.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, so I mean, it was
We talked
pretty
about
much.
so I made the point about the 5th and 6th round pick. You know, that they at the bottom of the barrel. Nobody wanted them, you know, but since they still here, all right, we're gonna send you the team A, you know. And you know, y'all had some first rounders, you know, and they was there.
So before we went to break, you were saying something about the first rounders were
You ran them away.
we're going to run them away.
You did run them away.
Okay, so and then as the break was going, that was okay that they got ran away because what you were looking at as a 5th and 6th rounder, why have those? We keep them around. We put them in a certain place. In this scenario we're talking about, we put them in the minor leagues. We may even send them over to Europe. Okay,
But they still
but
playing.
but we do not cut them.
But they still playing the game.
They're still playing. They're improving. They're honing in on their skill sets that will make them eventually more valuable than the first round, because the first rounder had everything and they could not do anything more with what they had. But that was good enough. But then you had this over here that you was grooming.
And the perfect, and like sticking with the sports analogy, I'll drop one of the biggest analogy of all time is arguably the greatest football player of all time is Tom Brady.
Absolutely.
He's the greatest probably the greatest.
We're not going to mention where he
quarterback.
went to school because that's not important.
That's not important. With that's the team
Yeah,
up north,
up north.
whatever. But he was a 7th round pick. He was like bottom of the barrel, last cat. Like, okay, I guess we got a pick left. Get him. He was one of the last picks left. He said he took that personal to his soul. To this day, he talks about that.
As he should have.
But he worked on his deficits. He wasn't as talented as a lot of other quarterbacks that came out. And sometimes I feel like people have a natural talent. Sometimes a lot of it let's be honest, it might be in your physicality, you know, or your intelligence, just something that you have just born a gift with that you excel in above others.
That you didn't have anything to do with.
Had nothing to do, just the genetic code.
It was genetic codes just given
Boom.
to you.
And you have that. And that brought people towards you, attracted people towards you, but then you didn't develop other parts of your personality and your spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So then someone gets with you because that first part brought them in, and then long term start going down the line with you, and like, you know what, this person,
That's all they got.
That's
it.
they ain't got this, they ain't got that.
Yeah,
You don't have this part of your humanity also. and then you wondering why, because you thought you were a first round draft pick. Why you back in the draft every single year? Got to draft new people. What's going on that you can't?
But that's all you got.
I get it.
Scramble, you know what I mean? Ain't got no speed, ain't got no nothing.
You didn't develop
No
anything.
accuracy. Got a cannon, but no accuracy.
You didn't develop anything
Form all
else.
jacked up.
Yeah,
two
just-
left feet.
Like, you didn't develop anything else. You didn't develop your empathy. You didn't develop your kindness. You didn't develop your listening ability to another human being. And all you got is, well, I look good and I do this, and that's all you have.
What we talking about? So let me ask y'all this, because this is real to what's happening in today's world. You know, we have a lot of single, successful women. Success meaning, you know, monetary wise. You know, they have accumulated a lot of, you know, letters behind their names. You know, they got a lot of digits behind their pay stubs, and you know, drive nice cars and live in nice homes, and you know, they got
First rounders.
those are, you know, so what, not just talking about those, but we talking about the women that actually do have the things that you mentioned. You know, they can scramble eggs, Rafiq. You know, they do have empathy. You know, co-host Kane, and you know, they're caring and loving and supportive. All of those great attributes that will make not just a person look good on paper, but look good, you know, for the long haul. So to go with what y'all are talking about, you know, Tom Brady, you said he took that personal. So my question, because I haven't followed Tom Brady, so I don't know, did he stay with that team that basically was like, I'll just give him to us?
For 19 years.
He stayed with the team for 19 years? Okay.
No, was it 19 or 20?
I would say 19, something like that.
Yeah, it's 19. Yeah, they didn't make 20. He didn't make 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, however, I'm going to divert away from the sports analogy. Okay. I'm going to just put it in real life terms because I don't know enough about Tom Brady to talk about it. So my thing is this. I feel like, and I think, I'm not going to tell people how to feel, so I'm not going to say it like that. But I feel like if you are with somebody who does not appreciate you as you are, who cannot appreciate the appearance in which you appear, you know, okay, go ahead and hit it. They cannot appreciate your right now physique. Go ahead and hit the bell too.
Just keep going.
Yeah. I'm saying it like all this for a reason. If they can't appreciate you for who you are right now, why stick around and allow a person to basically settle for you when you can actually find, okay, Rafiq, whatever. When you can actually get with somebody who appreciates you for how you are. Maybe they don't like, you know, whatever it is that's out there, but they see you and it looks good to them. They like you just how you are. I think that is the problem that women make. They allow men to basically settle for them.
Ooh, don't do that, boo-boo.
Oh, I'm doing it.
No, I'm saying don't settle.
Yeah. But they do.
Yeah, that's
They
bad.
do, because the guy was like, okay, well, shoot, she's still here. You know, she's sweet. You know, she could cook a mean meal. You know, she look out for me. You know what? Shoot, what the heck? All right, go ahead. I'll be with her. You know, because she's still here. You know, and eventually.
Hold on.
Just wearing him down.
Hold on.
My whole point. She wearing them down.
Hold on. What's wrong with that?
See, there's a lot wrong with that.
What?
Number one, she's only there because she forced herself there. Number one, she like Rafiq said, she wore him down. What I said in the beginning, y'all greedy. What man is not going to want a woman who's there, cooking, cleaning, supportive? You know what? Running.
That don't make a man greedy.
Okay, so not greedy. I'm gonna remove greedy. It's not that you're being greedy, but it's like, you know what? Since you still here, you ain't going nowhere. I mean, Dad, all right, fine.
No. It's this. She's still there. And through her actions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her actions, her attributes that she bring, the man realizes that is what he needs more than anything else.
Yeah.
More than all this other stuff. So you're talking about, from a sports perspective, a fifth, sixth rounder. That if a man is wise, he keeps her there. He keeps her around.
Yeah, he keeps her around while he continues to go
He's
run amok.
He's still trying to figure this
Seriously?
out.
What is he trying to figure out? Whether or not he wants you,
Who
you,
he's going to be
you,
committed to.
you, and you.
Who he's going to be committed to.
So here's what you do, ladies. If he's still trying to figure that out, love yourself enough not to be
you just going to go
wiggled
somewhere.
with,
You're going to go somewhere else and get the same thing.
or she could just be by herself.
That's an option. Who want to do
Exactly. Who want to be played with?
that? It's not you being played with.
Ladies,
Listen,
This
she knows what it is already.
No, it's going to be a no for me.
That's you. So
I'm speaking for the ladies today.
So that's okay. So you're talking for all the ladies.
Yes.
So for those ladies that put the time and effort
The
in,
time and effort.
who are showing their worth
Competing.
and what they are bringing to a situation.
Competing.
They're not competing by somebody else's playing skills or field. They're competing with what they already have. They're not doing anything.
Yeah, they are. They're doing backflips, jumping over hurdles.
That's what they would do anyway.
And what you doing? That's the question, ladies.
it's-
you
you
out
know-
here doing all these somersaults and round offs.
Listen,
and
ain't
you
nobody
run around here
doing
with a-
ain't nobody doing all of that. Ain't nobody doing. You can pause. You can pause there for a second, Rafi.
Like, now I just want to flip it real quick because I done been on the other end of that. Like, there was a lady that I dated, and like we were cool and we stayed cool, and we tried to date off and on over the years, stayed cool and everything. But the reality was, she was a couple years older than me, but she was a lot more mature than I was. So in a lot of ways, I was a fourth round kind of pick, and she would let me know. She was trying to make me grow up and everything, and I'm still trying to kick it. You know what I mean? And she ready to build a home and a house with me.
Wow.
But and really, and it took a while, and we still cool to this day.
Wow.
But eventually, when I was ready, because I did play in the minor leagues for a while, you know what I mean?
Right.
I was ready to kind of get on that team and be down and everything.
Too
You know
late.
what? It was too late.
Too
You know what I
late.
Too
mean?
late. Good for her.
That squad, no, I mean we cool, but that squad, that whole team had changed. You know what I'm saying? They changed ownership. They
Good for
changed
her.
everything. It was just different. You know what I mean? My skills wasn't right for that squad at that time. You know what I mean? And that happens. You know what I mean?
That happened.
It was no longer a good fit.
It wasn't.
And those things happen. I mean, so
Wow.
you're making it seem as if someone is playing themselves by hanging in there with something they believe in.
Hanging in there.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Y'all saying two separate things, I believe.
Yeah, we are.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we are.
Yeah, 'Cause he's talking about when a
Absolutely.
Go to blow.
when a good man realizes he has a good thing.
I ain't saying because
What you're talking about is when a good man is just settling. Those are two different
yes.
things. Like so, but that's upon your own. You have to have a deep spiritual knowledge of yourself and your own self-worth to know, is someone settling for me or is someone realizing my worth? Because maybe when you came into the game, I'm on a struggle bus, but we still working together. And you have to know as a person, because I'll be honest, I got in a relationship when I was on the struggle bus before. I was on the struggle bus. My stuff was not together. And it ended up not working because this is why it didn't work. As I got off the struggle bus, they didn't like me anymore because I wasn't on that bus no more.
Because you weren't dependent on them anymore.
Absolutely.
That part.
That part right there, because then I was about to say something we can't say on the air, but let's say I
Starts with A.
asserted myself I asserted
Asserted.
myself as I supposed to. I asserted myself and started realizing who my worth was.
Yeah.
They didn't like that
Who
version.
your
of
worth
me.
was?
Yeah, ooh. You ain't gonna let that slide.
No.
Got me. They didn't like that version of me.
Right.
They did not. So that's where the incompatibility came, because I kind of realized again who I was, and started going back to that level. They didn't like that.
And to his point, and I think it's also to your point too, T, is and he he really brought up something that was very, very strong, is that a lot of people associate themselves with people that is beneath them. And when a person is and they want that person to form a relationship based upon
Yeah.
that person being beneath them.
Yeah.
So for those who are sticking around, but they're growing themselves,
Yeah.
as they are growing and saying, hey, listen, these are some of the things that I need because I know that I'm in this position or whatever.
Yeah.
Once they achieve those things, a greedy person or a person that has ill will
Yeah.
will feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And that's I think that's along maybe where you were trying to come from, settling, a person going to settle. And so don't sit up here and settle with anybody, things
Well,
of that. Maybe not. No,
Not exactly.
I was trying to make you sound,
No.
make you sound
Yeah, no, you
intelligent
were,
and
but
everything.
make me sound intelligent.
Yeah.
I think you want me to agree with what you're saying. That's what you want me to agree with.
Then you
want me
instantly
to
become
agree-
intelligent and wise.
Just like a man. You want me to agree to tell the ladies that it is okay to stick around while the guy that they are seeing, and they may be, and a lot of times women be exclusive to these men. They are giving so much to these fake relationships that they're not in. They're in them by themselves because he's still trying to figure out what he wants. And I'm speaking to the ladies.
As long as everybody knows.
Everybody don't know.
Well,
But
then
the-
that's a whole different thing. Then that falls under that doesn't fall under somebody trying to be committed. That doesn't fall under somebody trying to have a strong base relationship. That's just somebody trying to get over on people.
But in some
through.
cases, I think women do know. So I'm gonna retract that. In some cases, I think women do know. But women, as a woman, we always think we can change them. I can make him change his mind when he get with me.
Project build a brother.
Yeah, build a brother. Or I'm a love him to death, or I'm a feed him to death, or I'm gonna do the other F thing to him to death.
Finance them.
Free?
Finance him. Yeah.
You can free
Yep.
him.
But you know what? We got women that are out here financing men.
Facts.
They doing it.
Facts.
Look at D Buggy. But here's what I say, ladies, listen.
We got to take a quick break.
Go
here,
ahead, I'm gonna
and
come back.
We got to take a quick break. Then we got to get ready to wrap it up and everything. Could you read that for me one more time, please?
I got you, sir.
Thank you.
WOVU listeners, Ward 5 Councilman Richard Starr and the Cuyahoga County Office of Reentry is hosting an expungement clinic and job fair tomorrow, September 14th at 1 p.m. at the Word Church downtown, 2399 East 55th Street. Find out if you can get your record cleaned up and get a job. Employers in transportation, construction, healthcare, manufacturing, and hospitality will be on the site looking to help give you a second chance to get a leg up in life. Tomorrow, September 14th at 1 p.m. at the Word Church downtown. For more information, visit the WOVU 95.9 FM Facebook page or call 216-664-2309.
Okay.
Oh, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Y'all listening to Uncut Uncensored on WOVU. Again, for those that may just be tuning in super duper late, y'all can find the show on YouTube. YouTube. Like it, subscribe it, share it. That's Relationship Talk Uncut Uncensored. As we get ready to get out of here, last thing I'm gonna say on this topic, as we talking about, the rules of engagement through cuffing season, speaking to the ladies, listen, how do you know if you are the one he settled for? Listen, bros, as co-host Kane said when we started earlier, why do brothers do it? Because they can. Ladies, if you meet a brother and you doing all the heavy lifting in the beginning, you doing all the calling, the arranging, if you putting out, a lot of stuff, more than he's putting out, if you stick around and you continue to do it, he's gonna accept it. Why? Because he's a man. Okay? If he has some other things going on after a while, and you're the one that's still there and they're not there, nobody wants to be alone, as D Boogie said. 90% of brothers want to settle down in a committed relationship. So if you just keep doing the heavy lifting, keep sticking around, keep being a doormat, and I said what I said, hey, guess what? He might choose you.
And that's all you want.
To be chosen.
Be chosen. You know what? I do agree with you that men only do as much as a woman allows. So, ladies, if you didn't take anything else, take that.
What you gonna let us do, ladies? What you gonna let us do?
Please, ladies, don't let them do it. All right, you sending us out of here?
What it's like to be in love. Hey, tell me what it's like to feel protected when you hug. I've been feeling like I'm stuck. I'm so stubborn when it come to feeling.